I've been using Shroom Boom. It's a vegan mushroom blend, natural energy, laser focus, no jitters. I just take one with breakfast, way smoother than that second coffee, and it keeps me clear through the day.
That video that you just saw was entirely all AI, and in the next few moments, you're gonna go from beginner to pro with these 3 tools that I'm gonna show you that create these hyper realistic, completely AI videos. So let's get into it. So tool number 1 is ArcAds. Now ArcAds to me is one of the best tools on the market currently that help you create these real life UGC creatives. Now UGC creatives do very, very well. Some of the best brands in the world are running them right now, and you can see I tested a lot, and I actually made one for a brand which I'll show you later, and it was absolutely mind-blowing that this created it. But let's just go and actually look into this. Now, it's not 100% perfect. That's why I did a lot of testing here. Let's just go ahead and watch one of these.
Morning boost lately? I've been using Shroom Boom. It's a vegan mushroom blend, natural energy, laser focus, no jitters. I just take one with breakfast. Way smoother than that second coffee, and it keeps me clear through the day. If you're in...
Right, so that looks very good as well. And the way I did this was, number 1, it's all about prompting. Okay, so when it comes to prompting, you have to be very, very specific.
You guys have to try this.
So as you can see, the prompt is super detailed. Right, so we obviously have settings up the top, we have subject, scene, settings, we have subject type, right, 24-year-old guy, casual tea or tank, joggers, relaxed morning. It's super, super detailed. The problem is with a lot of these models, you can only do 12 seconds. So you have to be careful, and this is when the marketer comes out, or unless you go to an LLM, which I highly recommend, and you ask for a prompt. But when it comes to actually the script, that's when the marketer comes out, where you have to know exactly what to say, what really moves the needle. So for instance, and you have to be careful because sometimes people will actually put the script in the video, this part here, and it doesn't pick it up as well. So I want to do separate things. I want to talk about the video, right? What to expect during the video, and then I come in with the script. I want to show you this one here, because this one's extremely good as well.
You guys have to try this. It's Quench EAA from ANS, packed with 8.75 grams of essential aminos, 10 grams total aminos, plus electrolytes and 0 sugar. The blue raspberry tastes like a blue freezy, and it mixes super clean. Perfect.
Like, just insane. And again, sure, if you have a trained eye, you may say that's AI. One here, and this is when some mistakes, again, started happening. And as you can see...
Okay, you guys, I just grabbed ANS Performance Quench EAA from Supplement King London. Okay, you guys, I just grabbed ANS...
So one of the things here that I didn't like was it actually made the product look a lot bigger than what it was. So that becomes a bit of an issue. Usually it does it well. In this instance, I didn't really like how big that product was compared to, obviously, the scene.
Grabbed ANS Performance Quench EAA.
Felt wrong. It's supposed to be Quench. We're having some eyes in there. Obviously, the logo's off. The EAA is good. And again, this is when I did put text in, and you start to realize, let's just not have text. We can do that in post. Really, really super easy. Alrighty, my friends, you know the deal. Please subscribe. We are trying to build this community up. If you want to be a part of a community that gets information early about AI news and tools, while also making you a lot more cash, I think you'll like it here. So please subscribe. Now back to the episode and helping you make AI videos. So again, they got this wrong. They got the labeling on the top. There's no obviously labeling there. There should be.
Complete blend of all 9 EAAs. Quench EAA from Supplement King London.
She's actually not holding the scooper. And that scooper is massive in general, but it's also massive compared to the size of the tin. And that size of tin actually looks too small now. Okay, so let's check out another one.
Quick kitchen check-in. This is Shroom Boom from Ballistic Sups that I grabbed at Supplement King London. It's a strategically formulated multi-mushroom supplement. I take mine with food to avoid any that I grabbed at Supplement King London.
You can tell that it's like 100%, like it's 98% there, and that's why I did a lot of generations, because sometimes it's hard just to go back and edit it. You can even see here.
If you're looking for a hydration boost with all your aminos, this is it. Quench EAA gives you 8.7 your aminos, this is it.
Pour it on the cap there.
Quench EAA gives you 8.75 grams of essential aminos plus electrolytes and absolutely 0 sugar.
Like really good. Again, to the untrained eye. And again, it's going so fast. And again, it's very easy to fix post-production. But this here, right? Yes, ArcAds can be a bit expensive. Don't get me wrong, especially if you are using a lot of credits. But this, like, to be able to shoot...
It's a vegan mushroom blend.
A quick trick here with our second tool that we use to really create beautiful, beautiful videos.
Natural energy.
But this here, to create something like this is expensive, right? In the traditional world, you're going to need lighting. You're going to need a creator or an actor. You're going to need a freaking really good camera to shoot this. You're going to need a house, which is probably the creator's house. It's going to cost a lot of money and budget to be able to shoot 12 seconds of this. Be able to do this cost a freak ton of money, okay? And now we can do it for like pennies compared to what we used to do. So, again, very, very important. The prompting, very, very specific. You realize that the AI can actually do this type of stuff. Say we do have it where, you know, we like everything and then suddenly, you know, we don't like these potential shots, right? Because you can tell it's a bit AI or at least something messed up there, right? Because that doesn't make much sense. All we're going to do is go to tool number 2, which is becoming one of my favorite, and it's Higgsfield. All I do is I actually take a screenshot of this, okay? And I literally take a screenshot of this. I take a screenshot of, you know, a few of these, and I take a screenshot of this. For this shot here, I will screenshot this. I will go into an LLM and I'll say, explain this shot to me in, you know, very specific language, because then I'm going to go over to Higgsfield and then I'm going to produce more seeds. It does that, right? Then I come in here, I have my master image, and then I take what the LLM gave me, I come in, and I'm going to then put this photo, right? I'm then going to come in here, upload this master image, very important that you have a master image, upload the master image, put the prompt that the LLM gave me, and then it's going to give me this. So now I'm going to start editing the images. So I come in here, I say perfect, you can even instruct it, right? I can edit the prompt. I just said, please add tomato slice to the avocado, right? Because in the video, it had tomatoes on it. And as you can see, as I continue moving onwards, I start prompting it even better. To the point where you go, this image here looks pretty spot on to what we have here, okay? The avocado, the tomato, right? There's pieces of tomato. He's dealing with the shroom, boom, product, wooden, looks great. Okay, so then we start moving. And the cool thing is, and then I said put it on a backdrop because if I'm speaking, you know, usually here, it looks like he's probably speaking towards the living room. So I wanted it pointing to the living room. Once I have that image, I like these images. I can come in here and I can put a starting frame and I can potentially put an ending frame, and I can have, you know, for instance, a quick, I can have this, for instance, not this, this wasn't great, but I can have something like this taking place, and then I can insert it where I don't like what I'm seeing, right? Because realistically, this is only a few seconds. And so if I can get something that I like, if I can get that master image, put it as a starting frame, and then potentially I can come in, I can go back to my images, I like that, and then I can give it another prompt that's going to give me an end frame or an end circumstance, and then I can go back to video and I can put the end frame in, and it's naturally going to create a transition for me. Then in post, I can obviously fill in the gaps. So, and that's how we basically ended up with this video that you saw earlier on, right? Because ArcAds did most of this. This was basically, again, 98% done. I really enjoyed it. The problem was I didn't like this part, right? Because it looks kind of weird. This part right here, like he's kind of gesturing to the face or whatever. It just looked a bit off. So what I did was I had to create this hand movement. And I actually just got this from the other ArcAd video, to be quite honest. That's why it is advantageous to generate multiple ones. Generate 3 of them because then you can actually pull from each video if you like specific shots that the other ones didn't give you. That's the exact case I had here. Okay, so I just put in the hands from the other video, and I had to just adjust a bit of brightness, exposure on this one here because it looked a little different from the main. But this here was perfect, and this literally took me 10 minutes just to put together. And that's how I create these very hyper realistic AI videos.